This is B Street, B as in boy. That's Hope Boulevard over there. And this is an entity engaging in cartwheels. No longer flying over this building right here, where no planes are taking off either. Stalking as I am moving. Stalking with demons that are stalking in the middle of the street with light activity, keeping me under surveillance, monitoring my movements. In the specific, this is where they are stalking with light. All right, and this is where the airport is stalking. 9X BD 762 5WW Thomas 920. This is the entity that is stalking in the demons that are stalking on the side of the street with their headlights on in the dark, lurking around in the dark, and doing so with the government that's engaging in that pattern of conduct. That's what's stalking at the 303 North Euclid Avenue, 303 North Euclid Avenue. This is the entity that's engaging in that pattern of conduct. This is somebody that's going to be committed. This is P.O.C. That's a spirit. That's a demon-possessed person. That's P.O.C. But nonetheless, never mind that. That's the entity that's engaging what is stalking with light. And the entity is doing this with the people of the state that are stalking. That's 303 North Euclid Avenue, the ongoing surveillance with light activity while the entity is stalking. Okay, so they're engaging what is stalking as I move, just like the entity is via aerial surveillance. This is a Washington plate. And they are all stalking with the entity that's maintaining surveillance, such as stalking with light, such as stalking at the Ontario Town Square. This is what the entity is doing, walking their dog, and then the entity starts stalking by helicopter. Like some old geezer is going to physically attack me. This is what this demon is engaging in right now. That's the pattern of conduct. They're all being documented, prosecuted together while they're engaging in surveillance with light, okay, monitoring. They're doing so as a population. The entity at the Ontario Town Square Townhomes, the Ontario Fire Department, maintaining light activity in relevant position, engaging in gang stalking together. All right, this is P.O.C. That's Sultana down there while they're crossing path. This is the entity that's maintaining very detailed surveillance. This is the pattern of conduct. It's not a matter of intelligence. It's a matter of demon possession. Okay, so this is, again, speaking to obsession. In the engineer light, there's no planes that are taking off over here over the apartment complex. Stalking. Looking, pointing over there, stalking, psychopaths. They're engaging in that conduct together as a population. They're going to be committed. This is where you're not forgetful of the entity stalking by helicopter, under a fake sun, and engineer light, multiple shadows fanning around each other, and they're engaging in that conduct. The entity that's engaging in this as a society is the one that's maintaining the beast system, and these are unintelligent minions that do so. Their purpose is to stalk you, and they're going to be prosecuted for it. And all of the entity is prosecuted for it, documenting every license plate that are sharing together in that criminal pattern of conduct. This is the entity that's engaging, like they're sightseeing at 5 o'clock in the morning. They're engaging in stalking in the path, and they're stalking me in particular. Pointing over there is supposed to be a distraction. Oh, I'm not monitoring you. I'm not stalking you because I'm looking over there. It's the P.O.C. This is Lemon and B Street. All right. It is where the entity is engaging what is cartwheels by plane. All right. Stalking and moving as I move. As I move from the square, they're no longer flying over this right here, BALCON, which is what they're doing on video. And they're doing so while there are no planes that are even taking off from the airport. Neither are there any planes taking off from the airport, flying miles northwest to then hover over this building. All right. And engaging what is doing cartwheels. This is the entity that's stalking. Psychopaths pointing, oh, look over there, while they're on camera stalking in furtherance of murder. And I documented that license plate. That's the vehicle that they're accessing. I documented the license plate. This is P.O.C. It is currently 5:41 a.m.